today's parable of the landowner who hires a number of workers at different points during the day and then pays them all the same amount at the end of the day can teach us many valuable lessons. It sounds so simple. A landowner hires workers at different points in the day, but pays them all the same at the end of the day. Beginning with those who worked last only 1 hour, he pays them the same wage as every other group who's going to follow after them, including those who started the day first thing in the morning and worked all day in the hot sun. They're all paid the same amount, which makes those who were hired first grumble. They wonder why they're not receiving more. But the master tells them they're receiving exactly what he said he would give them, what they both agreed to. This parable, which does sound simple, can give us a powerful lesson for the spiritual life. In the spiritual life, it's important to have a singular focus on God, to not be worried and distracted about how other people are faring, in the sense of how they're receiving God's graces or not, how they appear to be receiving God's graces or not, how they seem to be ascending in the supernatural life or not. The most important thing is to keep our focus on God, to know that a loving God gazes upon me, and that the greatest thing that I can do is with the eyes of my heart gaze back upon him. If we look at others too much in our spiritual lives, we can begin to be disordered in our hearts. First of all, we may think ourselves better than someone else, or we may be envious of someone who has gifts that we don't have. We can even get down on ourselves and begin to think that God doesn't love us because we don't experience his love the same way as some other people do, like that person in church who's always levitating. Well, the most important thing in the spiritual life, well, not the most, but one of the most, is to keep a simple focus on God. To know that we are who we are in God's eyes, that and nothing more. Don't worry about what other people might think of you in the spiritual life. Don't worry about things like that. Don't worry about what is happening in the souls of others. God is with them and guiding them. And he's with us and he guides us. We are who we are in his eyes. A very valuable lesson. So, let our gaze rest upon him and be content with that, because that's everything. May God bless you.